And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Running through contact. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Colorado's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, spin move. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because, you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The handoff to Johnson. Trucks through the defender. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Norton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week's starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Lewis to throw. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buffaloes will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Loses 4. Second down coming up.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. Across the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Got it set up on the outside. Spins away from the defense. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. All by himself down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Buffs. The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
It's complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Here comes the offense on first down. Lewis wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Motion from the wideout. The handoff to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Sorsby. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna run it, it's Hicks. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities plays on 2nd and 2. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Lewis to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Going to try to get it himself. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Myers on the move. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Norton. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively 1st half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open, and he's knocked down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. It just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into him.
And they'll fake it again. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back gets the gift. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it's
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Buys a little extra time. Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands, it's Tuggle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. complete downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. He leaves it with his back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the right. Balls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Sure hands, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Ready? On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
The Bearcats are marching down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give is to Williams. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's Atkins. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback moving. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The run to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Lewis to throw. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. Ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give is to Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Ernie on the Jets. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Jones to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. The give is to Williams. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I think the offensive coordinator will be a little frustrated on that play because obviously it didn't go anywhere, and that's fine if you don't get any yardage, but we're under 2 minutes. You know, we've got the lead. We want that clock to be our friend and to tick, running out of bounds, stopping it, really keeping this defense in the football.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit.
Now, a 4th down.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Across the 35. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Hand off from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown Bearcats. And they've moved up front here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into a 3-game losing streak. They are wounded, reeling, and they've had their confidence shaken.
It's been ugly. There's no other way to spin it. This is very ungood, not good. Got to find some way to get this turned around. Got to make more plays. This is something that's frustrating, but let's not let it define your dynasty, right? Fix it, get it back together, try to pull some wins, try to figure this thing out.
It's frustrating too, David, because this is a team that has a lot of talent. I think part of the problem these last couple of games now has been lack of effort. So if you're on the coaching staff, maybe you're ready to start